Some of us were not here, but in my own usual style, I usually do recap, so that would be a means for them to also get some idea of some of the things that we did, and to reinforce what those who were part of it yesterday, to have that reinforcement. Now, we emphasize that naming is not just for identity. Having dealt with the family, having dealt with ancestors, and we said that any child that is given birth to must belong to the family. And for that child to become a member of the family, the child must be taken through a formal process for the whole family to know. And until that child is taken through that process, the child has no identity. Members of the family may know that a new member or someone has been brought into their family. But since the child has not been taken through that formal exercise, it's a stranger. They don't know, formally they don't know. And this process takes place on the 8th day. On the 8th day, where the child is formally introduced to the family and given a name. And the naming is not just an issue of bringing the child out and say, from today you are called this, you are called that. No, it's a whole process. There's even the one who brings the child out formally for the first time is also pre-selected, usually an aunt, and not any of the aunts. They must make sure that that aunt is one of good moral and social standing, not one who can pass on some negative energies to this infant whose immune systems are not developed in any way. So the child is usually brought out at dawn when the whole family, and here when you talk of the family, we are talking of the paternal family, which has its paternal and maternal, and then the child's mother's family, which also has its paternal and maternal. And we also emphasize that when we are talking of the family over here, it does not only involve we the living. The ancestors are a living part of the family. That's why we refer to them as the living dead. And if you will recall, we had some idea about how we demonstrate our belief in the omnipresence of the ancestors through our prayers, through our offering them drink, food, among others. Okay, back to what I was saying. The child is brought out by this woman who is pre-selected in out of the room 3 times or 5 times or 7 times, depending on the tradition of that particular setting. Placed at the doorpost, and water is made to trickle onto this child. Now definitely the baby will give out a cry, and another woman who is also pre-selected will go pick this child and move around the gathering claiming she has found the baby. Don't forget we said the child has no identity. So no one there can claim to know the child, though they know. Till they get to the biological parents who will identify the child and say, oh, this is my baby. And in appreciation for finding their baby, they'll give the one who has found the baby a token. Then the parents now, the biological parents now will hand over the baby to the head of the family, letting him know that God has blessed them with this new baby and are appealing to him to accept and admit this baby into the family. So that is the formal process within the setting. So having received the baby, the old man or the head of the family will offer prayers of thanksgiving to God, to the ancestors for giving them this new member, and appeal to them to also accept that child as a member of this family. Having done that, pray for her, for the mother, pray for her, for the child, pray that this child bring progress, bring honor, bring success to the whole family and the society as a whole. From that point, he would dip his forefinger in water and touch the lips of this baby, mentioning the name of the baby for the first time. From the forest zone down south, we use the weekdays to name our babies. So if it's a Thursday born and it's a boy like me, then he will be called Yao. So those who have the knowledge that my name is Pius, Pius is not my name. My name is Yao. Y-A-O. Some traditions, they spell it Y-A-W. Whichever is the same. I am a boy. I am a Thursday born. So if you have any Yao in Ghana, know that it's a male and is born on a Thursday. Now let me continue before I give you the other names for the female and for the other days. He will touch my lips. If I'm the one, he will touch my lips with the water 3 times and say, Yao, 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 today I touch your lips with water. This is what water tastes like.
And this is a variation in book, so you can use that as a reference to let everyone know the breakdown.
Yeah, thank you.
So you can...
This is what water tastes like. Anytime you taste water in your life, insist it is water and nothing else, even at the cost of your life. He will continue from that side, this time using alcohol, doing the same thing. Today, I touch your lips with alcohol. Anytime you taste alcohol, insist it is alcohol and nothing else, even at the cost of your life. Yesterday, during the interaction, we said this is not for fun. No, there is a reason for that. He is giving me my first lessons in morals, that I should stand by the truth and never depart from the truth. By the use of that alcohol and the water again, he is letting me know that it is very important for me to be discerning in life. The water and alcohol, they look same, they look similar, but they are not the same. And number 3 is letting me know that the world that I come into has 2 sides. Just like we have day and night. So life, we have the brighter side of life, the comfortable side of life, which is symbolized by the water, and the difficult side, which is symbolized by the alcohol. So on the 8th of my birth, I'm giving those lessons, which is very key, because in our development as a people, morals is at the core of our traditional education. We'll be dealing with those, some of them, as we move along. Having said that, now this is a step to formally admit me into the family, and my socialization as a human being, as a member of that family, begins that very day. We, as part of the process, my parents will present a drink that will be used for the program. That is called the naming drink. This bottle of drink, no matter the number of people who are seated, they can be 200, 300. That particular bottle of drink, which is the naming drink, will go around everyone. A little in a glass, you sip, offer a word of prayer, give to the ancestors. By that, you have committed yourself to sing to me, to sing to my proper upbringing, and seeing me as part of you. So at every point in life, you are ready to play a parental role for me. So when I'm, going off track, you have every responsibility, moral responsibility, to straighten me up. If it means spanking me on the back, yes, you do that. And when you meet my father and my mother, you tell them, yes, I saw our son misbehaving and I did this to him. And trust me, when I get home, there will be a top up. Yes. That is what we are. Now we went, and this name, the weekday names in our setting, is the most important of all the names that we can have. And we refer to this as our soul names. Soul names, S-O-U-L. So as I'm a Thursday male, any Thursday female is my soul sister. Any Thursday male is my soul brother. My dear sister, so you are my soul sister, right? Good. You are Ya, born on a Thursday. Male Friday is Kofi. So Kofi Annan, our former United Nations Secretary General, Friday born. And the female is Efia. If it's along the coast here, they will say Efwa. And if it's in my area, they will say Afi. But Kofi, but along the coast here, they will say Fifi. Fifi, that is Friday. So there are little variations depending on the setting. If it's Saturday, male is Kwame. So our first president was Sajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame, Saturday male. Ama for female in my area is Ami for the female. Sunday, Kwesi for the male, Esi or Akosua for the female. Monday, Kojo for male, Ajwa for female, so and on and on and on. Aside the soul names, which I say, Tuesday, Kwabena for the male, Kwabena for the male, and Abena for the female. Wednesday, Kweku for the male, and Equia for the female. And then you come back to Thursday, which is Yao and Yao. Aside the soul name, there may be other names given to the child. And we talk about one or such categories of names, which is the circumstantial name. The circumstantial names, these, as the name depicts, these are names that reflect the circumstances that surround the birth of the child. The child, we said, may be born at the time the parents may have passed on. That child will be given a name to reflect that he has come from behind. A child may be born, usually mothers will tell us that when the babies are coming out of the womb, they come up with their head first. But we also know that some babies come out with their leg. They have their names. So you hear the name, you know that at the time of coming out of the womb, that child came out with the leg. You may be traveling and a mother unexpectedly goes into labor, and we have to deliver either on the bus before we get to any convenient place for delivery. We had that event right here, or stop on the way to a nearby house or any health facility. Once it is outside their normal health facility or delivery facility, that child is seen to be born on the way outside the home. So that child has a name to reflect that. The parents may decide to confer that name on the child to document the child's background. Document the child's background. The parents may be having difficulties in childbirth, and the child smiled on them and they have a child. They may give a name to reflect that. So we have this category. Apart from the sole name category, we also have this circumstantial names as a category. We have other categories: theophoric names, chronological names, names of allusion, different names, philosophical names. We will be dealing with them. We will be dealing with them as the days roll on. For now, I would like to pause, and if there's any question someone wants to ask again on the names, please, the floor is open, and then we change the topic. Yes.
If there is another child born on Thursday, what is his name, or would it be the same?
Beautiful question. Beautiful question. If there is another child in the same family having the same birthday, assuming Thursday, I'm a Thursday born. Yes, my younger brother is also a Thursday born. And we call him Yao V, small Yao. Like what we say, junior. Yes, Yao V. That's how. So we have graduation. Yes, we have grading. Thank you so much for that beautiful question.